Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my video where I'm featuring you guys in it. If you're wondering how you got featured or how you can be featured in another video, is I posted this on my Instagram and I asked you guys to leave me questions down below for me to answer. And here's me answering the questions while curling my hair for the first time with short hair. You know, that's kind of a vibe. You need to see how short it gets. So let me just show you how I curl my hair and answer the questions that you guys left for me. So yeah, let's get on to the point of this video because I love to ramble. And yeah, let's go. Alright, so let's get started with these questions. So the first question comes from Trish Vibes, and it's, what was it like moving away from your family to go to school? So basically, it was, at first I was like, I need to go, I need to leave, I need to be out of state, like I need to experience new things. And then as soon as I got there, and like maybe a couple weeks before, I was so scared. I like was nervous about leaving my family and if it was the right decision to go there. And then after like a couple weeks after in the first semester, it was fine, but leaving my family was really scary moving to school. Okay, so the next question comes from Carly Frazier, and she says, what was it like winning Worlds twice? So if you guys didn't know, I was on an all-star team called Stingray All-Star Steel, and we won Worlds in 2017 and 2019, and 2019 was my senior year. So basically, winning Worlds I thought was never going to happen to me because I was like, there's so many times where we had the highest raw score and like something would always happen in our routine to where we wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to win. And then winning just felt like the biggest accomplishment. Like the first time was so unreal because no one really knew it was going to happen. And then 2019 was probably the most surprising year, which sounds crazy because everyone like was like, oh, Steel's gonna win, but we found out that we had deductions and that our other opponents didn't, and we were like, we're gonna lose. Like our coach told us to go up there and expect fourth, and then we ended up winning, which was an insane feeling. It was crazy. The next question comes from Maddie, or Maddie M, 1314. What are the things you loved and hated from your senior year of high school? So, senior year of high school was one of my favorite years besides sophomore year. Senior year was so much fun because that's when you knew that you had to have fun with your high school friends before they all leave. And that was the part where everyone was like wanting to hang out together. Everyone wanted to do everything together because we all knew that we were going to be in different parts of the country in like the next few months. And then the thing that I hated the most was probably like finding out where everyone's going, and then you like finally realizing like you don't go to school with those people anymore, and you might see them later, you might have these high school friends later in life, but you could not. Like, you could create completely new friends, and I don't know, I think that's the worst part, is like knowing that you guys all like left each other. But the next question comes from Grace Bird, and she asks, what was cheering freshman year at UCF like? So another thing, if you guys do not know, but I'm a college cheerleader at the University of Central Florida, and so far I have loved it. I've had so much opportunity, such as like being able to go to college out of state, and also the way that UCF treats the cheerleaders is uncomparable to a lot of other schools. And then probably the most exciting thing would be cheering on the football games, because being like down there when all of it's happening and seeing like your whole school like freak out, like you literally are at the bottom of it. You're like, it's like being at the bottom of like a fishbowl. You're at the bottom and then everything's like in a dome around you. And it's really, really, really cool. And you get to like project and smile and cheer everyone on, like looking up at all of them while they're all like looking down on you. It's just a super cool experience. But she asks advice/tips for someone going into college. So my advice to you is to know that you are about to enter so much change, and the change could literally just slap you in the face, and it's just a crazy experience. Like, you're living on your own for the first time. Like 17, 18 years of your life you've been living with your family. They've been telling you what you can and cannot do. And then all of a sudden you're dropped off at this campus in the town in the middle of nowhere, and they're like, see ya. And then you have to literally learn to survive by yourself, do your own laundry, clean your room, make food for yourself. Like, it's just a whole lot of change, and it can be very, very overwhelming. So my advice to you is to just, and if you're having trouble, don't be afraid to call your mom. Like, your mom wants to hear you. Call her, tell her you're having troubles. Okay, so the next question comes from Hunter, and she asks, what do you edit with to make your Instagram story posts? So what I edit my Instagram story posts with are, it's an app called Unfold. And this app is amazing. For some of them you have to put money towards it, but they're just like little boxes or frames that you can put pictures in, and yeah, so that is what I use. The next question comes from Dylan. Hey, if you guys didn't know, follow Dylan. He's a UK cheerleader, but he says, where is your favorite place to travel? My favorite place to travel so far is New York. I wish I vlogged this, but me and my good friend Tori, we went to New York, and it was my first time there ever, and I went by myself with her, and it was just the most fun experience I've ever had. Like, I love the environment of New York because everyone's on the go, everyone's wanting to do something, and it was just a cool environment for me, and that's the best trip I've had so far in my millennial years. This question comes from Jenaham or whatever. Sorry if I'm completely butchering that. I'm so bad at reading. Anyways, how did you start your YouTube channel? So when I was in middle school, I was friends with Macy Browning, who still has a YouTube channel, and then Grace Fairchild. And we had like this whole little thing together. Like, we started YouTube, we would vlog, and we'd go to Target, and we'd video, and we had so much fun together, and we all started it together when we were in like 6th grade. And ever since then, I've like loved making videos and stuff. And then this question comes from Caitlin, and she asks, any flying tips specifically for co-ed stunting? The biggest, or I have a couple tips. So one tip would be, when you're dipping, to not dip low to the ground. Like, the further you go down when dipping, it's harder for the guy to lift you up. So if you have just like a little bend in the legs and go, it adds so much power and helps the boy out a lot. And then another tip that I have when squeezing your core is to push your belly button to your back and lift up, which I have always done. That's the first correction I ever got when I started flying from someone at Stingrays, and I've never forgotten it, and I literally recommend that tip to any girl who has trouble with their balance or knowing how to squeeze, and that's basically it. So we're gonna do a little close-up of my hair. We'll do a little montage video so you guys can see my hair and what it looks like after I curled it. Is the end of this Q&A and how I curl my hair. I haven't curled my hair with short hair ever. Actually I just lied. I curled my hair in a ponytail, but anyways, this is my hair curled, and I don't know, I'm so used to having like curls and then them being really long. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're wondering where I got all these questions from, they're from my Instagram. I posted this picture on my Instagram and I asked you guys to put in some questions for a future Q&A to be featured in my video, and here you guys are. Thank you so much for supporting me and putting those questions for me to answer, and I hope that you got the answer you wanted or that you needed to know. Hi, I'm Caitlin, and if you're new here, I post every Sunday, and hey, let me know down below if you like this video or if you want to see anything else. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
To myself, what a wonderful world.